There was a time when you yearned to conquer life, dreaming of building a grand empire, surpassing every limit, and creating things that could change the world. You woke up at dawn with the fire of ambition blazing in your heart. You plunged into the whirlwind, sketching out the map leading to the pinnacle of success. You believed fiercely in a radiant, unbreakable future. But gradually, life pulled you into a gentle, comfortable vortex. And this is where our inspirational journey begins. Amid the vibrant pulse of New York, the city of endless dreams and boundless opportunities, there lived a young entrepreneur named Alex, ready to change the world. He wasn't the wealthiest or the most connected, but the passionate flame within him burned unquenchably. Every morning, he charged onto the streets, connecting with kindred spirits, pitching bold ideas, and overcoming every obstacle with indomitable strength. Every day, he created relentlessly. Every night, he collapsed in profound satisfaction from solid progress. He shone because he stayed sharp. He grew immensely because he forever maintained his hunger for success. Ambition was his compass guiding him. Arduous work was the forge tempering his unyielding soul. Because of that, he felt life truly brimming with vitality, like a roaring river that never ceases. Then, an economic recession struck like a fierce storm. The economy stagnated, opportunities vanished. Alex pushed himself to the limits, taking temporary jobs to survive. And right then, he discovered a sweet temptation: a stable office position. In the gleaming towers of tech giants, perks flowed like a river: sky-high salaries, free meals, remote work, and endless entertainment amenities. Alex observed from afar, his heart pounding fiercely. He no longer had to dive headfirst into the grind, no longer had to face the risk of failure. Stability beckoned right before his eyes. The first week, he told himself, just temporarily, until the storm passes. So he stepped in, collected his paycheck, and enjoyed the tranquility. The following week, he sank deeper. Why race after hazy dreams when a 9-to-5 job brought peace and security? Why endure hardship when life had become so effortless? Weeks turned into months, and time slipped by like a serene dream. Alex stopped attending those fiery early morning networking events. His genius ideas gathered dust over time. The sharp blade he once wielded now dulled from lack of challenge. He immersed himself in marathon binge-watching sessions. He worked less, rested more, and unknowingly, he began to transform in the worst way. He was no longer the fiery, creative warrior, but he didn't realize it. Because comfort whispers softly like a lullaby. It doesn't scream warnings. It doesn't attack fiercely. It quietly gnaws away, erasing the most radiant version of you, the one that once burned with the desire to change the world. Alex convinced himself that this was the wise life, easier, safer, more balanced. Then, on a fateful evening, a former rival, now a legend, launched a startup that exploded, shaking the world. Lean but full of grit, laser-focused and unyielding, this person still pursued massive risks, still embraced hardship as a reward, still lived in the whirlwind of uncertainty, but full of glory. Alex felt the flame of envy, not negative envy, but a reminder of his inner strength, and he stepped forward, ready to reclaim his crown. He pitched his new idea with all his might, but everything crumbled. His mind foggy like mist, energy depleted like a dried-up river. The once indomitable confidence now vanished. For the first time, he recognized the nightmare. Something had gone seriously wrong. He tried again, pouring every ounce of strength, but the flame that once dominated was now mere ashes. The rival didn't defeat him. Life had done that, not through painful falls or disastrous failures, but through the soft shell of comfort. Standing there in his dimly lit apartment, under the twinkling city lights, Alex finally grasped the great truth. The world didn't extinguish his flame. Comfort had done that, silently and cruelly. The headlong rush had once felt brutal like hell, but it forged his superhuman strength. Comfort had once been sweet like honey, but it eroded his sharpest blade. He lifted his head to gaze at the city lights, the streets he once ruled with regal might, the dreams he once pursued with unwavering faith, the purpose that once shaped his soul, and his heart beat strongly again. Gradually, with an explosive inner strength, he quit the cushy job, hurling himself back into the arena of uncertainty, where true warriors are born. Because now he understood the sacred lesson. Struggle is not the enemy, it's the path to glory. Many chase success, mistakenly believing the greatest threat is failure. But the deadly trap truly lies where everything becomes too easy, too smooth. When you stop stretching yourself, stop striving, stop choosing the thorny path time and again, that's when you lose yourself. That's the moment you quietly fade from the legendary version you were born to become. Alex had to rebuild from the ashes. Every cold call now felt like a blade cutting through flesh. Every rejection like a tempest. Every late night like a reminder of great sacrifices. But he persevered, unyielding, because the rugged path is the key to true freedom, infinitely better than a gilded cage. And perhaps this story isn't just about Alex, it's about us, about the grand visions we once pursued with ironclad faith, the discipline we forged like diamonds, and the comfort that silently tried to steal them away. Life doesn't rob us of our potential in a flash. We lose it bit by bit when we stop forging, stop fighting. So, if you're stalled, ignite your inner flame today. If you're weakened, challenge yourself with new peaks. If you're lost, embrace effort as your eternal companion. You don't need a perfect blueprint. You just need one courageous step, then the next, then another, and the world will open before you. Resilience returns like a phoenix reborn, through sweat, through unyielding grit, through glorious hardship. Etch this into your soul. Comfort disguises itself as safety, but excess of it silently kills growth. Don't let it defeat you. If this message is awakening your soul, take a second to like this video and turn it into the fuel for change. And if you crave more fire-inspiring stories like this, subscribe to Deep Life Stories today. This is the sacred space for purposeful growth, heartfelt introspection from the soul, and the journey to elevate yourself, one bold step, one unyielding stride at a time.